Check out my new patio, boy. Come on, come on. Well, hey guys, welcome back to Spoke Run Golf. I'm Jeremy here in Southern Ohio. If we're going to start the video anywhere, let's start it right here. I got the two biggest tacks of Spoke Run Golf helping me up at the Hack Shack. Check out what we're doing. I'm gonna have to drive forward a little bit. Torch cookie a little bit. Set it down. That's good. We passed the first test. He said we passed the first test. So basically what we're doing up here at the Hack Shack, had these leftover bricks, we made a little patio. Now we're adding some benches, fire pit. Just making some final touches before the, well, the member guest and the subscribers tournament. Come on. Look at the form on him. A good group of golf buddies always gives each other a lot of hell. And that's what we always do, no matter what we're doing, whether it's going to the golf course or just general things. Finally got this project done here for this evening. Let's show you all about it. A little backstory on this. These pavers came from the local sheriff's department. There's a new patio had to be put in, so we've got a bunch of those. So we recycled them, brought them back. These benches, the bottom pieces I cut out of old curbs that we tore out in Chillicothe, and then the top pieces are steps from a house project that needed new steps. So we repurposed this stuff, which is cool. The steps here, if you remember from a previous video, we tore them out up in Columbus, Ohio at the library and repurposed those. Those are white oak steps. So although I'm not usually really budget minded, I guess, on a lot of projects, this kind of just fell out that way, and I'm proud to say that it was a very, very cheap project that definitely adds a unique feel here to number 6, aka the Hack Shack. Fun side note, has anybody ever used hay for mulch covering on seed? Because I seeded this slope, I had to bring in a bunch of topsoil, and I seeded this slope. I didn't have no straw, so I'm throwing down some hay. I'm pretty sure the way hay breaks down is bad for seed, but at least it's covered, and once I get the water truck fired up, I'll be able to keep it moist, I think. And that leads me to my next position that we're going to talk about, is the forecast we have. We've got a severe stretch of hot weather and dry weather coming in that's just going to play complete havoc. I mentioned in the last video, over the next couple weeks, I think it's super important for me to get this thing in the best shape it can be, because we'll have the guests coming in for the member guests, the subscribers tournament. And obviously I want it to be the best it can be. I just like to host cool stuff, and I think this is a key component for people, is to have a nice playing field here at the golf course. The original part of the green is looking good. It's doing very, very well. However, the extension, it's struggling. Upon some advice from an email I got from one of the subscribers, I bought this gadget. So when I mow, I always go around afterwards and I take this and I'm plugging it. Just trying to create a little relief for these spots. It's pretty handy and it's pretty quick to do this. By no means should you ever watch this channel and watch me out here, and I hope I've never made you think that having a backyard golf course, especially a golf green, hopefully I've not portrayed that as easy, because it's not. It's never been and never will be. There's most mornings I wake up and just hoping shit don't just fall completely apart like it sometimes does. Each year we have one major problem. So far this year, other than some more than average weeds on the fairway, I think we've done pretty good. The old part's doing really well. It's rolling good. It's doing super, super well. But the new part, around those edges, it's just, man, it's just not. It was coming in, but over the last couple days, it's started its demise. Coupled with the expected forecast here coming up, I think I'm gonna have a hard time keeping this thing in decent shape for the subscribers tournament. I really do. What I thought would be the best, and you know, the stress mostly comes from our height to cut, which right now I'm at 0.13, which is, it's not your local golf course level, but it's really, really close. It's really close. It would be nice if I would probably get another real mower, like another Toro mower, and go ahead and take 2-footer on this edge and mow it a little bit. Give us a collar, so I can mow it higher, which gives it more tolerance for these conditions. Hands down it would, because that's where we're finding our problems. So I guess technically by USGA specs, when you build these golf greens, you put a filter fabric around the edge, which basically keeps your contamination from your soil versus your sand mix. It keeps it separated. Now I know for a fact, for the most part, we had good deep sand root zone mix over there. However, it could have bled back and forth a little bit, and that's probably what's giving me my fits, as to where that bent grass is not getting those roots down real deep. And if I cut a little bit higher, I think that would solve our problems. But I don't have another mower, and it would be extremely a pain in the butt to take our greens mower and adjust the height of cut. So a bonus I've got on my side right now is I have some great connections from the YouTube channel. So I'm going to reach out to a couple people and just see if we can get a solid plan of attack to tackle the next 15 to 20 days on how we can best keep this green as healthy as it can be. If it means raising the height of cut a little bit, that's what we'll do. I think a moisture meter would help me a bunch. I really do. A moisture meter would probably be daggone handy. Probably looking to get one of those. We're a few days later, and after talking to some professionals that know way more than I do, we've come to the conclusion that I'll do 3 main things. The first thing will be I'll raise the height of cut on my greens mower. We're at 0.13, so I'll probably take it back up to around 0.15. Don't sound like a lot, but it's got to help. The taller grass, the easier it is to maintain, keep disease free, keep from drying out too. The second thing, I've been hand watering very, very aggressively during the middle of the day. I'll stop by and I'll hand water, and we're still running the water in the mornings and evenings as much as we can all throughout the golf hole. And then the last big thing that we're going to do is we're not going to do cleanup passes once we do mow. So I'm going to cut back on the mowing a little bit just to alleviate more stress on that green. Avoid my cleanup passes. I believe after the last couple of days, the edges have not gotten any worse, but it's definitely not gotten better. Right now, it's probably about 94 degrees. Limited breeze back here. But man, we just got to get through this next week or so. We really do. So I'll show you how we do this. Right here is my AccuGauge. This gets me spot on our height to cut. First thing I need to do is loosen the cutting reels. Quick turn there. Quick turn here. Then we have these 2 bolts up top. As I turn them, that's going to adjust the height of cut. This here's a magnet. It'll stick to our bed knife. And this here will hook on to the top of the bed knife, which will in turn give us our height to cut. Right here, you can see that's on the 1, between the 1 and the 2. Then this dial here is our fine tuning. It's on the 5, pretty close to it. Let me tell you, I don't know how lucky one fella can get, but my goodness. Full lights, dark time here at the Hack Shack. Let's check it out. So we'll have the grill fired up, our patio. No fires yet, but soon. Well, I guess ultimately we didn't do nothing crazy exciting in today's episode, but man, things are coming together. We are full steam ahead, and preparations for the member guests and subscribers tournament here at Spud Run Golf. The most exciting couple weeks coming up, especially for me, to just have the new guest in, and you know, our friends to play the member guest, and all the subscribers coming in. Very, very exciting time. I spent that whole daggone video worrying about rain, watering the fairway, watering the green. And look at what we wake up to today. A beautiful downpour for the last couple hours that's going to continue this day. Mother Nature, when you think she's got you down, she brings you right back up. I am so excited to say, guys, we've got rain, tons of it here at Spud Run Golf. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing with us, Spud Run Golf.